If you're not using the law of manifestation in your business, you really are missing a trick. Right now, you are literally a ball of untapped energy. And over the next 10 videos, I'm going to show you how to activate that potential so that you can realize it, you can make it manifest into your life by aligning vibrationally in frequency with the most incredible outcomes. It's the most amazing way to create more money, more success in your life and in your business, and ultimately to create the life that you really dream of. But here's the thing, most of what you're reading or seeing on social media is very fluffy, and that's why I've designed this brand new 10-part manifestation mastery series to help you learn the true fundamentals of how manifestation can and will work for you to create the life that you want. So if you're ready, let's dive in. The very beginning is that every single one of our feelings has a frequency. So just like when you tune in your radio, every radio station has a specific frequency. So when you go into 105.4, you get magic. If you go to 106.2, you get heart. If you go to 100, you get kiss. So every frequency is aligned with a specific radio station. Now the frequency that you're emitting is lining you up with a specific reality to match that frequency. So let me show you a diagram to help explain this just a little bit better. So here you're going to see what we call, or what I call, this frequency cone, which is going to just show you here the different frequencies that are associated with the emotions, with the feelings. So if we look down in the lower areas here where we've got guilt and shame, which are key emotions that block the reception and the activation of money and abundance, right? They're right down on the lower frequencies. So these ones round here are the frequencies that are going to keep you stuck in your progress. They're going to keep you stuck in your abundance, and they're going to keep you away from having the dreams that you really want to have. When we move over and we start rising up to these higher ones here, right up to acceptance and reason and love and joy, right here, this is where the money lives, right? This is where your dreams live. This is where that frequency is aligning with frequencies in whatever you want to call it, the infinite intelligence, the creative consciousness, the creative matrix, and it's showing back in your reality. So the first thing you need to understand is that your frequency, whichever one of these frequencies that you are in most often, emitting most often, is the very thing that is creating your current reality. Now, whether you've realised this up until now or not, the truth of the matter is you have always been creating. You've always been a creative being. You were born that way by nature, by science. You are that way. But because most people don't understand that their frequency is creating their reality, and they don't know how to shift their frequency, they keep creating unconsciously based on more negative thoughts and feelings. One of the things that you need to know, and you've probably heard this before, is that around about 90% or more of your thoughts are the same every day. And science tells us, research tells us that around about 80% or more of those are going to be negative in their bias. Now we know, quantum physics tells us that our thoughts create our reality. So if we're having the same thoughts every day and they're predominantly negative, what kind of reality is that creating? And how can we shift our frequency so that we are making manifest, i.e. we are creating into our reality a physical manifestation, a physical reality of a higher vibration? I don't know about you, this super excites me, and the fact that it's science means that it's available to everybody if you use the process. Now what this means is right now you are literally a ball of untapped energy, and over the next 10 videos I'm going to show you how to activate that potential so that you can realize that you can make it manifest into your life by aligning vibrationally in frequency with the most incredible outcomes. So I just want you to think for a moment now, in all honesty, where do you spend most of your emotional frequency? Are you aware that you're very up and down? Are you aware of the things that bring your energy down into guilt and shame and fear and anxiety and overwhelm and lack of clarity? Are you aware of the things that have you sky high, where you feel like you're invincible? Do you feel like most of your days are in the lower half of that vibrational frequency cone? Or are you really, really sure that you're functioning up into that high level of emotional frequency, and that's what you're putting out into the infinite intelligence? So your frequency is the language of the universe. So the frequency is saying to the universe, I'm feeling pretty crappy, I don't really believe in myself, I'm carrying this bag of guilt and shame around with me, and I'd like you to give me more of that, please. So let me just give you a physical representation about how this shows in our reality. So when we're functioning in the feeling, the high feeling of frequencies, we're right up here in our feelings of joy and enlightenment and all those lovely feelings that make us just feel like we're really in the right space. I want you to imagine it, that it's like this Wi-Fi signal, right? And the Wi-Fi signal just gets bigger and bigger and stronger and stronger and stronger and stronger and stronger. And it's reaching out right the way into infinite intelligence. And infinite intelligence says, ooh, I'm going to match that up with something that is in that vibration. So something that you really want, that's in that vibration of joy and happiness and enlightenment, right? When we come into those lower emotions, when we wake up and we feel anxious and fearful and overwhelmed and uncertain, and we're questioning every single thing that we're doing in our life, we might get a little bit, okay? And then we have a real funky dunky day and we cut it off. And then we might start again. And then it's all discombobulated, right? The infinite intelligence can't even read that frequency. So by the time it gets to the infinite matrix, the creative matrix, the matrix is like, no idea what this is, but it doesn't feel good. So let me feed back some more of what that person wants. Now, what I'm talking right now, like infinite intelligence is a person. It's not, it's just an energy. It's matching energy for energy, right? But I just use it's just easier to speak that way. So the things that come back here from infinite intelligence are more of what you don't want, right? So we don't make the money, we don't find the clients, we don't get the freedom, we don't get the clarity, because the energy that we're giving out is so messed up and so mixed up and so much lower in that energetic cone. So to help you to do that, I've got one simple exercise that I want you to do for this first video, and I want you to have a look at where are you on the funky frequency scale. And here we are. Here is our funky frequency scale. So there's only one thing for you to do with this video today. And I want you to do what I just said there. I want you to think about where your frequency is most of the time. And I want you to rate yourself on a scale of 1 to 10. With 0 being like, you know that a majority of the time you're in the funky frequency of 0. So we're in this very squiggly vibration that's going back to the infinite intelligence and says, like, we want more of this, right? We want more of the stuff that we don't want. For me, the frequency of faith is a 10. The frequency of faith says, I have absolute faith in myself, in my journey, and in the outcome. I feel peaceful, I feel aligned, I am expecting these things to happen. That's a number 10 for me. So that's all you have to do for this first video, is to rate yourself between 0 and 10 on that funky frequency scale. Let me know in the comments below what your score was, and make sure you subscribe and hit the bell to get notified of the next video that's going to come out, when we're going to be looking at just how do we shift that frequency. If our feelings are creating the frequency, how do we change those feelings on a regular basis, that we go up that vibrational cone and start aligning with the things that we really want to have, rather than finding ourselves living with the experiences of the unconscious creation that we're making. If you want more and deeper training on this, I have got a brand new live training event coming right up. When you sign up from the link below, you'll have access to 4 bonus training videos right away to get you started, to help you make more money doing what you love. And I will see you next time.